Okay, here we are. Okay, I'm just going to get this into the creative family group. iPad is a long way away now. Do me.
Ding.
No, cats.
Not alive, dude.
Hello, Robin. How are you? It's obviously dinner time for the cats at the Redshaw house. Okay.
Eat before the humans.
Yeah, humans haven't ate yet. Hello, Dee. How are you? And now these comments are not showing up on Facebook. Oh, no. Now they are. Okay. Okay, we've got 5 people watching.
I'll just put up the live notifications. Do you want to put it somewhere else? Or?
Yeah, I already have. I finished a while ago.
Wow. Yes. Yeah. How about I share it then?
Yeah, that'd be an idea. Okay. Should we start? Oh, hello, Diana. I'm good. Busy nursing a sore husband. I heard Robin. I hope he's okay. Hello, Di. How are you? Sick husband's the worst. Mine ran out of asthma medication. Didn't do anything about it until he'd had an asthma attack.
Wow.
Yeah. We didn't need the ambulance. We were okay. Just. Hello, Heather. How are you? Hello, Laura. Hello, Shaz. Okay. So we're going to talk retreats. So you can ask plenty of questions. I'm going to show you how to find the retreats in the online store and what we've done to make it easier for you guys with retreats. Hello, Deborah. So retreats. We find out Friday if they operate. Oh, well, let's hope for good news on Friday. We do 8 retreats a year, which seems like a lot, but some of you want more. But there's no more coming. 8's the max. So we do 4 retreats that are virtual and 4 retreats that are hybrid. So what a hybrid retreat is, it's a virtual retreat, but then 2 weeks after we have the virtual retreat, we have an in-person retreat at our store in Gladstone. So it's kind of a hybrid because it's sort of 2 retreats in one. It's an in-person retreat and a virtual retreat all together. And that's why we call it a hybrid. It's so that you know, so a hybrid retreat, you know you're going to have a virtual option and an in-person option. And a virtual retreat, you're just going to get a virtual option. Sometimes I have a typo on things, but you can tell by the price what it is. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Desley. So, and a virtual retreat is $85. It does not include postage, but it does include all the gear you need to make the projects. An in-person retreat is $225, but we feed you.
Plus, they get the virtual retreat.
So in a virtual retreat, let's go through that first. So for your $85, you're going to get 8 classes. Now, 6 of those classes are in a private Facebook group, and we don't sell them, give them away, share them, or do anything. Hello, Pam. How are you? Hello, Jen. Jen is actually traveling a very long way to come to a retreat in August. It's an exclusive scrapbooking and paper crafting collection. You get early access to the products, not all the products, but most of the products. Actually, a huge selection of products you get early access to, early shopping. Some of the products that are in the kit we don't actually sell. We don't make them to sell. We have daily Zoom meetings. So our virtual retreat goes from 9 o'clock Friday until sometime on Sunday evening. And we do a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday Zoom meeting We also do a practice on the Tuesday and the Thursday before so that we get the cool, fun, friendshipy stuff organised, all booked. Yep, Jen is all booked in. And what else do we do? We have a private Facebook group, sorted into albums. All the videos are in there, even the 2 videos. So on the Friday night and the Saturday night, unless there's something on, and we might do a Saturday and Sunday or a Friday and Sunday. But we do 2 nighttime scrap-alongs for the virtual retreat. And those 2 scrap-alongs, you have everything in your kit to make those. We can't show you what you're doing ahead of time because we don't know. We create on the fly, and that makes for a much, much better project. It's not as contrived. It's not as structured. Like, it's not as strict. It means that if the inspiration takes us, we can follow the direction of the inspiration. It means you get to see every step of the way and the decision-making of the creation. Not just about this is what I did, this is what I did, this is how we're going to do this, is how we're going to do this. It's like, oops, I made a mistake. Let's backpedal, or I love that, and let's do this, and oh, let's try that. Okay. I have got a piece of paper here, but I can't show the piece of paper because I've got notes about a paper crafting collection I'm designing at the moment. Probably a silly move, that. Okay. So a virtual retreat. Our most recent retreats were Cutest Garden. So it was a hybrid retreat. So we had a virtual retreat, and then just over there we had our in-person retreat. So this was class 1 in our private group. So these are the 8 classes you get out of your $85 kit. And then remember, on top of your kit, you've got the Zooms, you've got our undivided attention, you've got all the videos saved forever. So if Facebook ever closes down, we have copies of all the videos so we can build your retreat group for you somewhere else. You've got albums, you've got a great bunch of people, and you have tons and tons of leftovers. So that was class 1. And then class 2, we did a card. And then Friday night, we did this page. That's 3 classes. Saturday morning, you did a bit of mixed media with Naomi John. Saturday afternoon, and I don't know if you've all seen this finished. Mine's finished. We made a mini book. We made this from scratch. So we don't make a mini book every retreat. We don't do pocket pages every retreat anymore. It's just whether I can get pocket pages to make them. But we made a mini book. And then Saturday night, so what's this? This is class 6. And then Sunday morning. And then Sunday afternoon, which was class 8. So they were the 8 classes we did. Let's just put these on top. They were the 8 classes we did. And you can see there are color cuts, and there's chipboard. There's a fussy cutting. There's pattern paper. There's sequins. There's acrylic. I didn't actually use all of the acrylic. I didn't even touch the acrylic diamonds. There's flare buttons. There's pull apart stringy stuff. There's gauze. That's a huge chipboard, that one. There's always extra chipboard. There's always extra embellishments. There's always heaps left over. Hello, Bronnie. Oh, thank you, Robin. So then 2 weeks later, those that booked into the in-person retreat did some extra classes. They did 4 classes. So an in-person retreat is $225, and it's at our store in Gladstone. We don't do destination retreats anymore. We used to do destination retreats, and you can only do one. You can only do one destination retreat a year. Our destination retreats were huge. Our minimum booking number was 54 people. I think we did 72, didn't we, Quentin?
78 once.
78.
I remember trying to teach 78 ladies.
So our destination retreats were absolutely huge. Like 54 was our smallest number, and that's a lot of people to teach at once. Thank you, Bronnie. And you really can only do one of those a year, and then we have to pack the shop up in a truck, cart it off somewhere else, and then we bring it back. It's lovely, but it's a lot. So we don't do destination retreats anymore because we have a fabulous shop that is huge. We have facilities. We have a shower and a toilet inside. We don't use a shower unless there's something happens. We have solar, so electricity is paid for. We have everything there. We can cater from there. We've got our Foodworks store that's owned by our friend Brian is a short walk away. You've got places where you can get fancy coffees and fancy drinks within a short walk. If you don't want the free tea and coffee, we provide the whole weekend.
There's 5 places for accommodation within 500 metres.
Yeah, there's 5 places for accommodation within 500 metres. You go from the full gambit of like top shelf, the mantra, right down to really economy. We recommend the Amber Lodge. A lot of people stay there. It is clean, it is nice, and it's from about $84 a night for a single person. Okay, so and a lot of people stay at the Amber Lodge. What else do you get? So you get the virtual retreat. We feed you from morning tea Friday till afternoon tea Sunday, but we don't give you breakfast. So you get morning tea, lunch and afternoon tea, and dinner and dessert. So dessert is a meal of all of its own at our place. One of the desserts is always sticky fig puddings and caramel sauce made by Quentin from scratch. We might do a roast. We might do a burrito bar. We do all sorts of things. There'll be homemade scones. Some of the ladies bring stuff in. Di always makes beautiful stuff for morning and afternoon teas. And she makes a lovely apple crumble for one of our desserts. So we feed you, get the virtual retreat. The shop is right there. Like the shop is right there. You can shop the whole time and you don't pay until the end of the weekend. So we just put it all up on account. And at the end of the weekend, you just pay for all your shopping then. Never had someone run off and not pay intentionally. We also do 4 classes. So we do 2 on Friday and 2 on Saturday. We don't do anything Sunday. Sunday is yours to just create to your heart's content. Use some of your leftovers and have fun. We do give you extra goodies for the retreat plus your class kits. Class kits always have leftovers. So this Cutest Garden one, we did this page. That was class 1. And then class 2 was this park page at the park. So we did these 2 pages. And then on Saturday, we made the hanging around at home page. And then Naomi John did a mixed media. Actually, I don't know whether this was Saturday afternoon. Oh, no, this was. Naomi John did a masterboard class. So everyone made a mixed media masterboard. So is that one a pocket? No, that one's not. This comes into this little pocket. And then this one's got this here. And then you got a pocket here with a little book. And then she used another little book there. So this is our mini bookie thingy that we sell. And Naomi John made the masterboard with everybody. And she went through colour and technique and stenciling. And then everyone made a mini book with their leftovers. So you come to an in-store retreat. If you don't want to do the classes, that's okay. You just get the stuff in any case. We're going to give you the stuff and you're going to take it home with you. It was $100 per night when I booked on Sunday. Okay, yep. Cool. Oh, no. It was $84 a night for our nephew because he stayed there for 4 weeks.
For 4 nights a week for 4
4 nights a week for 4 weeks. That's why he was there. Sorry about that, everyone. So it's $100 per night when Jen booked it on Sunday. We love Naomi John's project. Wonderful pages. Thank you, Jacqueline and Dee. Hello, Helen. How are you?
It is like
hello, Cheryl.
From there.
So Amber Lodge is walking distance, but you don't walk at night. There's plenty of parking, but we just make sure we don't park in the tour parking out the front. We make sure we move everyone's cars. Someone always walks you to your car. There's always, hello, Joanne. How are you? I don't think it's too bad, really. It's actually, Amber Lodge is a good price considering how clean it is. It's really nice and clean, and they're lovely people. That's good, Helen. We do Boogeyman Watch. We look out for you, all that sort of thing. So you also, when you come to an in-store retreat or an in-person retreat, we do a retreat photo, which you get Saturday afternoon. One of the kids bugs out and picks up your retreat photo. We did a chipboard title this time. Sometimes we might do a title cut one, or we might just do the retreat word. We give you something to start your page with. I don't think I used the stuff I was meant to start my page with. So this is my page, and this is Amelia Ann's page. Hello, Dawn. How are you? So this is Amelia Ann's page, and hers is based on this page of mine. So I actually got to scrapbook on Sunday. So on Sunday, I get to scrapbook. Amelia Ann isn't always there. It just depends on grandparents and what's going on. So our next retreat, which is the virtual part. Oh, no. Our next retreat is in a week and a half, and it is Boho Beauty. There's Boho Beauty paper. I've got a little bit of it here. I can quickly show you some of it. So Boho Beauty's all booked up, all sent. Most people have got their kits. Locals probably haven't picked them up yet. So this is Boho Beauty. So they've been able to shop this, not for as long because we had retreats too close together, but usually you get a bit longer to shop the extra supplies. But they've been able to buy extra bits and pieces. Everyone that's doing that one. And our next retreat after that is a hybrid retreat. So we alternate. And it's Traveler's Journal. And the virtual weekend for that is in about 7.5 weeks' time. It is meant to have gone up. So we do have an early bird price until a certain point. And then it's an extra $20 if you sort of book in that last 2 weeks. We're going to keep it at the early bird price until the end of this week, because we know a lot of people wanted to know about retreats before they committed to a retreat. I've not done that yet, but all good. Sounds like so much fun. I might get up there. Yeah, absolutely love your retreats. They're very inspiring, says Laura. There you go.
Do you want to talk through the payment options we've got on the online?
I'm about to do that. So 2 weeks after our virtual Traveler's Journal retreat, we have an in-person one in the store. Between that, we're in Mackay. The weekend in between. I know that's silly, but we've got to be busy. And for that one, we have people traveling from Southeast Queensland and from Tasmania. So, yep. People travel a long way for our retreats. August is probably one of your better ones to travel if you're not real good with the heat. Probably don't come in February if you're really not good with the heat. But then it's not that hot. We are air conditioned. You actually don't leave the air conditioning until it's late in the evening. Like, you come in early in the morning and you leave late in the evening. You can scrapbook around the clock if you're going to scrapbook. If you're just going to sit there and sleep on your desk, you've got to kind of go back to your bed and put your head on your pillow. But we're usually there about 7:30 in the morning, and we'll stay until everyone wants to go home. So if you want to stay till midnight and scrapbook, that's cool. You can't just sleep on your desk, on your table. So you can, as long as you're scrapbooking, we will stay there with you. We try and be there by 7, but sometimes we're dragging our butts out of bed. Let's share the screen. Let's pick a screen. We're going to share this one here. I'm going to pick this mode. Right. So this is our online store. So it's at scrapbookfantasies.com.au. Okay. So retreats is not a tab of its own now. It's under this one here at the top called, I'm just going to hide that little thing there. That's called events. So when you click on here, you've got retreats, the cruise, which is marked next year, school holiday classes, which all you've got right there is to put your email in if you want information about it. Our Spectacular in Rockhampton, that's our pop-up shop in Rockhampton coming up soon. Hello, Tina, how are you? That's our Mackay Spectacular between the retreats and the Scrapbooking Fun Summit, which is this weekend. So let's click on retreats. Now, most of this information's correct. Actually, it's all correct. I've just updated it lately. We do now ask, because we've had some retreats going a really long time without being paid, we do ask that you pay a $50 deposit when you book into a retreat. Now, okay, can you hear me? Quentin, that number has rung me a heap of times today. Can you guys hear me? Okay, can everyone still hear me? Yep, you can hear me. Awesome. That number has rung me so many times today, and it's a scammer because they keep asking for some Anastasia or something. Okay. So with our retreats, let's open a virtual one here. This is Virtual Traveler's Journal. So you will see here our refund policy, our cancellation policy. There's no refund after the booking deadline. If something happens and you have to cancel, we will refund it as a credit for you to use in our online store or in our in-store, like in our actual physical bricks and mortar store. We don't necessarily give refunds like give you cash back or put it back on your card unless it's really extreme circumstances, and we all know what they are. Okay, we're not going to detail the extreme circumstances, but it does happen, and we do give refunds when that happens. Hello, Nola, how are you? So you can see here that it was the 31st. It was last Friday. You had to book before last Friday to get early bird price, but we're going to just keep it going with the early bird price. So this Traveler's Journal will be our 61st retreat. Our 60th retreat is actually the one in a week and a half. That's a lot of retreats. And so when we do a hybrid retreat, I know it's 2 retreats in one. We only count that as one. So a hybrid is only 1 retreat, just so you know in the tally where we're at. So when you book into this, you could book into this retreat, like you just add it to cart and not pay any money. But we do ask that you come over and see this retreat payment $50, that on a separate sale, so book your retreat on one sale, because that makes it so much easier if you book them all separately. And on a separate sale, it says here, please do not order with any other items. On a separate sale, let's open this in a new tab, you pay your $50 payment or deposit. So you could pay that, and then when you're ready to make your next payment, you could pay the $35, and then your retreat's paid off. So you've only got to, for an $85 retreat, pay a $50 and a $35. If you're booking an in-store retreat, you pay a $50 deposit, and then you might pay $100, and then you might pay a $50, and then you'll pay a $25, and you're all paid up. So these are just so that you can pay your retreat off. They need to be on a separate sale because to apply them to your retreat, we actually cancel them. So just so you know, this purchase of this payment, we cancel that sale so that we can apply it to your retreat. I will have to block the number, Tina. Okay, so that's the payments and deposit thing. So let's look at Fairy Tale Princess. So because of some things that have been happening and going around, we're not showing. So you can see here, Traveler's Journal. We show you what it's going to look like. Oh, let me just go back up. We show you what it's going to look like. We give you a bit of an idea. This is the kind of embellishments and this is the kind of paper. It's not exactly, but it gives you an idea on what we're going to do. We're not doing that anymore because some of you know what's going on. And the rest of you can probably guess what's going on, but we're not going to be putting that out there for others to see exactly what the Redshaws are doing at Scrapbook Fantasies. So what you need to do, it says here, to see a sneak peek of this gorgeous fairy tale princess scrapbooking and paper crafting collection we will be using for this virtual retreat, enter your details here. So you click on here, and then you just have to enter your name, first name, last name, and email. Yes, please. And then it'll send you an email, and it'll have a little cool video thing that'll flick through what's in Fairy Tale Princess. So you'll see the colors, the embellishments. You'll get a really good idea of it. Okay. So that's that one. The one after that is in October, November, is this one here. So it says here paper crafting retreat. So let's open that. Oh, we opened it straight up. So it's a paper crafting retreat, it says here. Now it is in person. 2 weeks before that, you cannot see my hand. 2 weeks before that, you can hear me though. 2 weeks before that, we will be doing a virtual retreat. We thought about waiting until we had a theme, because we're tossing a few things around before we put the virtual retreat out. Would you guys be happy if we put it out, so we get them out earlier, without a theme? And then when we've decided on a theme, we let you know. I know some of you pick and choose our retreats based on the pictures and the theme and that, but I know a lot of you, like the majority of you, just book into the retreats because you love them. That's our 63rd retreat. That is psychotic. But yeah, so we'll probably put it out without the theme because I love surprises, says Dee. There you go. You know what? We used to only announce the theme of our retreats a few weeks before our in-person retreats in the store. And I would be planning them for months and months and months. They weren't with our own paper. That is mysterious. Yeah, I haven't decided on the theme for that one yet. Quentin and I haven't had a good sit down and discuss, so I will go with whatever you want to do. I'm in no way, in any way, no matter what. There you go. Bronnie usually books into a retreat 2 or 3 times.
Don't book into retreats, Bronnie. Oh.
Yeah. We don't let Bronnie book retreats anymore because she usually books them a few times. And you know what? Bronnie's not on her own. We have quite a few of you that book multiple times into a retreat. You all know who you are. So has anyone got any questions? I think I've covered everything here. Let's go back to, let's remove that one. Remove. We're back here. Love you too, Bronnie. Has anyone got any questions about retreats? We just wanted to cover that you can pay them off now. You could click install payment and then ring us on a surprises are a lot of fun, says Di. You could ring us with payment every so often. I know Di won't mind us saying this. Di actually puts hers into our bank account each fortnight. So Di actually pays her retreats off, and she's been paying off retreats every fortnight for
a couple of years.
14 years. I reckon 15 years. It'd have to be 14 or 15 years. But Di has actually been paying, advance paying her retreats for like 14 or 15 years. So, how are you, Nola? I would like to know the theme as I have to pick and choose retreats due to my income. Yep. So what we'll do is we'll put them out without the theme, and then once we decide on the theme, we'll announce the theme. But you'll still have plenty of time to book in before the early bird finishes. How far in advance do you release the dates? Sorry if you haven't said it. That's a great question, Nikki. What I want to do so that's why we're going with the no theme thing for a while. Like, I really want to have the retreat dates out a year in advance but we were putting them out a long way in advance with the images of the product, and it was kind of biting us because you all know what was happening with other businesses and what they were doing with our things. So, and our pictures and that. So that's why we pulled them back a bit shorter distance, but we really want to be having them a year in advance, because it's like to book accommodation and book travel for like from say Tasmania or Victoria to Gladstone means that you really need to book it a long way in advance. And some people have to book their holidays up to a year in advance. So we really want to be able to have them a long way in advance. And that's why there won't be a theme or a paper collection attached to it until we get to like the 3 or 4 months, like the 3 months in advance, like so that we can have them at the dates out a year in advance. We know the dates up to 18 months in advance. We just have to check on one more thing for next year before we finalize the dates, because we've got uni drop off in February. I mean, when you book an in-store retreat, do you have to pay for the virtual on top? No. The virtual's included in the price, Mel, and that's how we give you all the stuff. So the virtual you get for free. Like, we don't charge you for the full virtual when you do an in-store, but you get the virtual automatically, and that's all included.
And it's posted to you when you pay.
It's posted, but it's not, we don't pay for the postage. If you want it posted ahead of time, you pay the postage. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Kelly and I are thinking of coming up next year around August, escape the cold. Yep. Sounds good, Nikki. We always do one we try and do one in early August. Our traditional retreat is the first or second weekend in August. That was our traditional destination retreat.
Bitterly cold for us, but it'll be a lovely day for you.
Lovely for you guys. Crap for us, yes. I hope I've answered all the questions. I didn't know that. Yeah. So when you come in store, you get the virtual automatically. That's just a bonus for you guys. And you'll have, like, some people don't get their kits set. So 3 of the ladies that are coming in August from the Brisbane area, they actually don't get their kits posted to them. So what they do is they leave it. And when they get to retreat, they actually do those pages as well and photograph them. Will you hold my virtual retreat kit? Yes, definitely, Jen. We will do that for you. And then you can have it as a lovely surprise. Some people come in, if they're traveling to us, they might start coming on the Wednesday, and they'll on the Wednesday and Thursday do their virtual retreat classes. When the store's open, they'll come and craft each day. And then and then they've got it done and they're ready to go for Friday. And then they have a 5-day retreat. Beautiful time of year, August. It is lovely here in August for you guys, not for us. It's cold. It's always cold. It was so cold today. So cold last night.
It got down to a minimum of 14 here today. How terrible.
I know, it was 9 overnight last night.
Was it?
Yeah, Di reckons it was 9. I love surprises, says Jen. There you go.
14 on my phone today.
Yeah, no, but 9. Overnight it was 9.
Well, that's terrible.
It's atrocious. So I think that's about it. I hope I've answered everyone's questions. Just so you know, you can always contact us and you can always ask questions. There's no silly questions ever. It's freezing here, says Nola. I bet it is. I bet it's cold. Our son's escaped southeast Queensland for Bali for a week and a bit.
He's very hot.
It is extremely hot in Bali right now. It was about 10 or 11 here today. Oh my gosh. I think our minimum today was like 14. It's too cold. It was like, it hit 19 towards the end of my class today. It was so cold. I've got socks on. My feet were purple with the cold. Lots of class. So we'll probably leave it there, but do contact us and let us know if you have any questions. If you've got an idea for a retreat or a paper range theme, please send it to me. I need to know what you want. If I don't know what you want, I can't do it. But not sport.
Not sport.
Sport will be colour cuts. I think I've just about got sport nailed. I think I've just about worked out how I'm going to get sport collections out. I've just got to work through it. I'm just ironing some kinks out of what I'm doing, and then I'll maybe get that done. I've been working on some technical stuff today, so we'll see how it pans out. See if you like what I'm doing. You never know. So yeah, if you have questions or suggestions, please contact us. We'd love your input. So take care, stay safe. Love you all. Thank you so very much. It's a balmy 11 degrees here in Tassie. Oh my gosh, that's so cold. Fabulous info session. Sports color cuts will be awesome. Yep. I've just got to get the images. I'm nearly there. I've got some. Just got to round them out. See you later. See you, Helen. See you, everybody. Thank you very much. Bye.